Um,
Hello, viewers.
Today we're going to play um, some checkless chess. Um, so in theory, I could just go f3, king f2, or even f4, f3, g4, and I don't need to be afraid of. No, actually, queen. Do need to be afraid of queen h4 because that's not just.
Mate counts.
Yeah, mate counts as mate. So yeah,
Mate is okay.
so I can't be completely complacent here. So no checks, but there could be mate. But there's a certain argument that because strategically your opponent can't check you, the king can become a weapon. So, for example, if you want to control a rook file, you just put the king on that file. Um, or if you want to control a long diagonal, you just stick your king on that long diagonal. And the opponent bishop then can't use it. So I'm just having this sort of it's a kind of reverse control that the king is having by how dare you touch me. Um, So, for example, in this position, I don't have the. If I wanted the queen a4 check to pick up c4, I don't have that. So, yeah. So hopefully the viewers can hear me fine. Hopefully you can hear me fine. I have a fan on in the background, so is it still okay in terms of sound? I'm not. I'm not too muffled. So if you can give me feedback, that'd be great. Okay, so although checks you can't check, you can still pin. So pins are still a thing.
Therefore, knight bd7 is bad. In chess, it's fine. Now you take double on d5. And I don't have bishop before.
b7 takes.
Now I have to play bishop b7.
So okay, so could you say that line again? So if you go knight b to d7,
Knight bd7.
yeah,
And you take with pawn on d5.
pawn d5, yeah,
Pawn takes d5, knight takes d5. In
pawn takes d5.
chess, this is a bad line. Because you got knight takes d5, bishop takes d8, bishop
Ah,
b4 check.
yes, yes,
But I can't give a check.
yes. I didn't.
Or you just win a pawn.
Yeah, so this is like a tricky line in standard chess. You have this check, and only the queen, the bishop can't has been distracted. So yeah, nice. Um, See, I wouldn't notice that in standard chess even. So maybe I'm not too much of a disadvantage here. So he go bishop d7, and I go e3. So we're playing the most classical of classical chess, the queen's gambit.
The solid line.
Declined. Yeah.
Castle.
So also thinking more strategically, it's wise to play openings where your attack is on the queen side, because if you're attacking on the king side, you're always going to be a little hampered by the fact that you can't check. Your options are going to be restricted. So openings where you're attacking on the queen side are going to give you a slight advantage. Hi there, Lalawa in chat. What do I mean by checkless? I just arrived here. Yeah, we just started. So it's just normal chess, but you're not allowed to deliver checks. And it'd be great if you could just confirm that you can hear me. You can hear me fine, and that I have a fan on the background because the heat is. Well, it just makes life more comfortable. So, but the fan is not disturbing too much the quality of the stream. Of course, you might get a background hum, but as long as you can hear me, okay. And it's not annoying. Sound is good. It's not annoying. Good. It's something that's like, yeah, I could go to sleep to this. Then and the sound quality is okay. Okay, so I'm pondering pondering some kind of little bit of a hum. Yeah, okay. So I was saying I wanted to attack on the queen side, but I don't have a pawn majority on the queen side. The knight's coming in here, so I'm trying to work out what my plan is in this position. Yeah, I think... I was thinking knight e5, but then you do just want to exchange and free up your bishop, so I'm not sure if I'm just helping you. Thinking queen b3. Okay, so where's your knight going? That's what I need to think. It's going to b6, maybe to c4. So the checkmate's allowed to be checked, but not anything else. So you have to. So we were just trying to just play it for literally for the first time, both of us. So we're just getting a feel for some of the ideas that might exist in this chess variant. Because what I do a lot on my channel is Crazyhouse, and then occasionally other chess variants, and then also standard chess, and just trying to get a feel for how it changes the game. And so, as Opper just said earlier, it does change the opening. In this position, he wanted to go knight to d7, and he observed, but if he did this, he doesn't have the usual trap of takes, 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 knight takes, bishop takes queen, and bishop here check, winning my queen back. And he doesn't have that, so opening theory changes, and so you have to think on your feet a little bit. There's no Greek gift sacrifices, for example. So we're just trying to get a feel for how things change. Okay, so that's interesting. So he's clearly trying to develop the bishop. So I'm just going to take the opportunity to avoid this pin. And the other things I was noting is, you could stick your king on an open file, and that would be fine. I was also thinking, just before I started playing, there's no real reason to castle, because castle's often to get yourself out of the action. Well, there is a reason to castle, because you want to connect your rooks. But castling is slightly dangerous because you're putting your king into an enclosed space where it's more likely to be just checkmated with a single move. Whereas, if the king were in the center, it'd be much more difficult to mate the king if you're not allowed to check it. So basically, also, if you think of chess as being both tactical and strategic, checkless chess is going to be strategic in the same way as normal chess is strategic. And then what about tactics? Well, in tactics, you have to check all forcing lines. You have to check all checks, captures, mate in one threats, and so on. So checkless chess just takes away one of those things from the equation, the checks. So you still need to check all exchanges, all captures, all threats on the queen, or mate in one threats. So it's quite similar to chess still, but there's just one tactic that you can't use, which is the check. So it's chess with your hands tied behind your back in that one element. Now if I take this knight, I'm just helping his development. But if I don't take it, I'm losing... Oh no, I'm not. Haha, you see? It's a check. So e3 is defended by my king. This is awesome. I'm going to take advantage of this. Because, yeah. I mean, there's another variant you could use, which is if you check me, I can just... It would be an even weaker variant. It would be, if you check me, I don't have to move. I can just, like... I could have just gone rook e1 and then take your rook or something. No, actually, you can just exchange queen takes rook, queen takes. Okay. So e3 is defended by my king. You see, this is a reverse defense. Yay. I like this. Okay. It's defended by my king, but yeah, I think what he's noticed, he just mobilized his knight. Because the king only defends this pawn against diagonal pieces. It doesn't defend against the rook or against the knight. Got to be smart here. Oh, my time. Okay, let's just...
Your time. Us time.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
We're playing 6+2 and I'm still slow. I guess +2 is quite little. Okay, so I have a... Still feel like I've got quite good control of the centre. Nice knights, and plan on moving the rook to the e file. Okay, I'll do that. So Harper's got a very safe king. Now, I could go g3 to defend f4, but it does sort of weaken my light squares. But there's something else I can do, which is... Oh, I can't check. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Yes.
Ha.
No knight f6.
I wanted knight f6, and it's like, nope, not allowed. Huh. That's not fair. So f6, we both played this with f3, these f pawn moves, and they don't expose us. They actually prevents the queen from going to b3 and so on. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So we can't do checks. So what it means is that other kinds of forcing moves become much more interesting, like attacks on the queen or mate in one threats. Now this is really interesting. So I don't have mate in one threat, so I can see. So I'm just worried about how to defend this f4 pawn, basically. So sort of, I'm sorry I'm being a bit slow here. Because what I'm contemplating is knight d6. He can't take my rook to check me. But he can just take the knight. I take the bishop, but then he still takes f4 at the end of that line. Okay, I don't like d3, and it's like you've analysed what you want to do, and you don't like it, and then you do something else that you haven't analysed at all. And that's the reason I don't like it so much. So I was slightly worried about my light squares. Okay, but this, you're just giving away the light squared bishop, so this feels like a mistake. So to take with the rook or the bishop is the question. If I take with the bishop, you could then take with the rook. Okay, so attack on my bishop. I can defend. And the knight is going to be swinging in to d5. And potentially, yeah, so I'll do that. So I'll do that. Yes, that's interesting. I don't have, for example, bishop takes d5, because that would be a check. Yeah, I wanted to move the knight, but obviously this is not an option, because now this pawn is hanging. But it's not hanging because the king defends it. Aha. Aha. So the king defends it against diagonal pieces. So just so anyone's just joining us, this is checkless chess, so black is not allowed to take this pawn and check me, so it's a form of defense. But equally I'm not allowed to start some kind of mating attack. Well, not that I could anyway, because Op is playing extremely safe. Okay. So I'm just going to back off the bishop to g2, which is where I wanted to put it anyway. Huh. Did not see that one coming. So I'm contemplating whether that queen can be trapped with knight b3, and the answer is probably no. So hi there. So if I could add more time, sorry Alpha, I'm really slow, but hopefully I'm. Early 2007 says, my rating is small, why am I streaming? I'm a variant streamer, I'm not streaming standard chess. But I do stream standard chess sometimes. But usually, yeah, like I did last night. Isn't this most likely to end in a draw if you get into an endgame if you can't check? Yeah, it's more likely to than in standard chess. That's true, because if you imagine a pawn endgame, you wouldn't be allowed to go. You wouldn't be allowed to check your opponent with the pawn, so you could defend against an advancing pawn by just putting your king to the side of the pawn as well as in front of it. So you'd have two places to go. A2000 says you need to learn from better people. Absolutely. This is not the place to learn standards. You don't, and I play slowly as well. Okay. Opera is giving me time. Yes, Opera is also in chat with us, and he can hear what you're saying. Okay, so yeah, so the problem is I'm tempted to try and trap your queen, but you can probably escape. I'll go for the queen trap, but actually you just probably have knight to h5 and queen takes b2, and that's kind of annoying. Yeah, so I'm a little bit concerned. Okay, I'll go for this anyway. Yeah, I'm more of a variant streamer. If I'm clearly not your thing, early 2007 in Twitch chat. So, but I do sometimes stream standard chess. Oh my goodness, I can't take back. Okay, so he's offering me a take back. Okay, yeah, thanks for that. Ah, yeah, good point. Okay, so this one, again, he can't take me because it would put me into check. That's the same trap that I couldn't take back because it would put him into check. So Leo says even queen plus king versus king should be a draw. No, that's not true. With the queen, you can shoulder the king onto the back rank and mate it. I'm pretty sure. Like you just shoulder it one move at a time without checking it. So queen plus king is definitely a win. So yeah, this is checkless chess. Now, how to... So he's defending... Oh, okay, I am such a slow player, I have to admit that. This guy is right in chat. What to do. I'll just do this. Okay, I'm just gonna... I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, just trying to... And I need to add U time as well. Sorry about this. Okay, so I can't take... Okay, so let's think strategically here. I need to bring my king in, so it's a powerful piece. Yes, so checkmate is allowed, but not check. So by bringing my king in, I'm hoping I can control a lot of squares. You see, he can't now bring his knight here or here. He can't. It actually allows me to take this knight because he can't take back. Do you want the take back? It's only fair. Because that's exactly the mistake I made. Ah, so offer's being too generous. No, come on, you gave me a take back, so it's only fair. This is so tempting because queen to e8 is checkmate, right? I mean, is queen to e8 checkmate, Opera? Because you can't take it back. Or is it? I mean... yeah, I mean, well, what is he going to do then if it's not mate? I mean, it is checkmate. Like, d-chess, obviously... I'm giving a check. It's checkless chess. So he's saying it's check. I'm saying it's mate, though. This is checkmate. I can take it back if it doesn't count. He can't take it back because it is check. Yeah, so this is technically a checkmate in checkless chess. But okay, we can undo it, and but in general, I think that should count as mate. White Dancing Rockstar says it's not mate, it's check. Okay, so it has to be a mate. So Dave B says we're going to follow the rule that it has to be a mate in normal chess. Yeah, I think that's what Opper wants. But technically, according to if it was checkless chess, that would be mate in a way. Okay. But anyway, okay, we'll play on. Off. Okay, so I need to how to mate. How to. So he says it's okay. So trying to work out how to. Okay, so do this. So again, he can't take it because my king has become a knight for the move. Well, no, if it's not mate, then I'm not allowed to play it because that was the rule. Okay, I don't want his king getting away, so I'm going to create a mating net. Okay, I wanted to create a mating net, but I'm not being permitted. So I'm going to hit his queen. Oh, my time, okay. Time is not my strong point. So obviously this is my idea. So I'm defending the queen with my king, because he's not allowed to check me. Okay, he's attacking my bishop, so I move it. I'm still defending the queen with my king. Now he's defending his queen with his king. I can never take his queen. It's interesting. So I could take that knight. Yeah, it's going to be hard to mate, isn't it? Okay, so let's have a think. I can't defend the queen with. Okay, I could take the knight. Yeah, I'll take the knight. Okay. So now the question is how to mate with the queen and bishop against the queen. It's going to be. I'm going to do this just to try and keep his. Oh, that was return blunder. Okay. Return blunder. Yeah, we tried. That's one said we tried the queen e8. Ah, mate thing earlier, and yeah. Okay. So it's very difficult to see. So the point is the queen on f8 can defend g7. So it's really difficult to see how I'm going to deliver mate. So you have to really know your mating nets in this game. So I'm going for this, obviously. Okay, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, because let's take like this. This whole maneuver is just. Sorry about this. Okay. Okay, bring the king in. We're gonna do some endgames. Thanks to the takebacks. So I need to be okay. So now I can do this, and he can't take that. Yeah, that's the idea. Yes. Yes. So queen takes g7 is not allowed because my king would be in check. Correct. So actually, I'm finding my own king is sort of pinned, and these pawns are sort of looking dangerous. So you can't take my queen still because it's check. Yeah, so you can take back that pawn, that's fine. I can take back with the queen, I can do... this is difficult. I can't really do anything here. I'll take this one. I'll take this one. And we're going to do some endgames. Just stopping the queen. Now he'd love to put his king on this diagonal of the queening square. What's the idea? Okay, so the pawn is defended. Hi there, A-Boss. Just joined. For a second I thought you guys were really stupid until you realised you're probably just doing crazy rules again. Yeah, the rule is you can't check. That's the rule. So he's defending his pawn. Yeah. You guys are really stupid there. That's a funny one. I'm not sure what I'm doing now. Okay, I'll defend the pawn. I'm kind of worried I'm not doing this right. Okay. Okay, so the queen is... Oh, but he's... Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, he's got the second queen. Ugh, that's annoying. But he can't check me. Poor guy. And also, how do I win even? Yeah, so how to mate with two queens. Yeah, because you need to get me into some kind of zugzwang, don't you? It's not really possible, is it? Like I'm in the middle of the board. So you'd have to mate me in the middle of the board with two queens. But I don't know, I've got hope still. I've got 4 queens coming. I'm just joking. Yeah, I think you've probably got... You haven't got perpetual, that's the thing. So the game goes on, there's no perpetual. So I'm saying, you can't draw by perpetual, so I'm winning. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's what I'm going to claim. Isn't queen b5 mate? Queen to b5? No, because I can just take it? And, yeah, so I can just take it, so it's not mate. The thing is, it's not easy to... Because I want to try and defend this pawn. And it's not so easy. Okay, I'm going to put my queen here. Okay, I need to always keep my king in contact with my queen. That's the first thing. Ah, he tricked me. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. No. Okay. That's why Opper's Opper. He shouldn't have... By right, he shouldn't have been able to find a mate with two queens. And I should have been winning. Yeah. With the pawn on c6. Just mate. Ah. That's frustrating. Because I had more pawns, so in theory I should have been winning that game. Black pawn on c6. So with the pawn on c6 it was mate. So, queen b5. Oh, you're saying there was just a straight mate. So someone in chat is saying there was a straight mate last game with queen b5. Which we missed, apparently. So I'll just quickly load up the position. When you got the two queens... Oh, queen b5. Yeah, queen b5 was mate. Wow. Yeah, nice one. I just... With the pawn here, of course. So moved 48 last game, Opper. So, okay. Good spot. That's true. In a queen endgame, it would be very difficult. So even if I had 4 queens, it's still quite difficult to checkmate. Maybe. Not sure. I mean, we saw I just got mated by 2 queens, so... Okay. Now, need to not tilt, basically. Hmm. So the one thing I think I did do well last game was I did activate my king quite nicely. Okay, so you're going for this pawn. Okay, I'll play this. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's close to winning it, but managed to defend. It is interesting. It is more different. Oh, I've just dropped a pawn. It is more different than you would think, surprisingly. Well, not that surprisingly. Okay, I don't want to drop another pawn, and I guess that pawn is quite a weak pawn anyway, so... Okay, I'll just do this. I'm also thinking, where does my king belong in this? I mean, one way of going about things is like going king e7 to defend the knight. It's not very wise because then knight takes, or simply knight takes pawn would the knight would still be pinned. So you kind of have to be aware of that. Okay, I'm going to castle the king. I mean, I was saying in the first game how, in theory, if you castle, you're putting yourself in a smaller box, and so you're making it easier for yourself to be mated. But I still need to castle just to get my rooks connected and sort out my position. Which is not good because I wanted to go on a queenside attack. So it's like I'm feeling like this was my idea. So he's going to go here, I'm going to go here, he's going to go here. Maybe I can do this. Yes, I got an idea now. See, it's just in my mind I always wanted to do this. And no, this way's better. Because then, yes, defends everything. Maybe. If b4, b6 takes b6. If b4, b6 takes b6. Bishop takes b4, then b7 instead of castles. So b6, the standard reaction to b4. Oh, so you're saying after b4, he was expecting me to go b6, and then he just goes, takes b6. But I'm still going to go b6. I mean, so why can't I go b6? So b6 takes b6, takes b4. Okay, so he's basically saying that if he does take, he might have b7 ideas at the end there. Okay, so anyway, I haven't had time to calculate on my own yet, so let's just do my own calculations. To be honest, actually, what I was more concerned about was this, so that's why. But anyway, let's have a look. Takes, 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 takes. Not sure if I'm ready for that. So b6 takes b6. I might just go b6 anyway. I think I want to do b6. Isn't b6 good? So he takes there, and I take here. Oh, okay, so he's still thinking this. So maybe I should be worried. So I take this one, and I take this one. Or I take this one. So I've got a choice. I'm going to take this one. It seems counterintuitive because he doesn't have a... yeah, there's no threat. And I take this, and I'm quite happy to do that, I think, as long as he doesn't have knight attacks on here. Because the king can do quite a good job defending. So this is actually intentional. But maybe he does have knight attacks, is the only problem. So I should have maybe been more careful. Okay, let's just development. I'm not constant. Oh, does that work? Yeah, F3 is working. Ugh, what's going on? It's F3, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Try and do this. Maybe. Okay, so he can't check me, but a knight here is worrying. Okay, he's also hitting this. So now I can hit the queen. He can't check me, but he might have other moves. Okay, well, I think I want to develop anyway. Yeah. So he's amassing forces. In fact, he's threatening mate in 1. That's a nice move. So, okay, J. just had to play that a bit too quickly, but just stop the mate. So no checks, but he is allowed to mate. Now, where are my ideas in this position? So it's like I want to. So the king is defending this pawn, wonderful, but I need to somehow defend. It's difficult. There are a lot of. Okay, this is a nice move. Just because he grabs control of the file. The bishop, having said that, is completely defended. So I can back off. Well, at some point I could open up this diagonal and then, yeah, just trying to think. Okay, I need to back off. Where's the best place for the queen? Those knights. So I can't do similar tricks because my king's on g7, so I can't go on a counter. So yeah, this game, because checks are not allowed, it's going to be much more about so making the mating nets and constructing those mating nets a long time in advance. Okay, I'm just going to. I'm slightly concerned, to be honest. I'm going to. Play this. So if I'm thinking, for example, of back rank mates, they're not going to work because you can just block. So my purpose here is just to try and activate my pieces a little bit. And yeah, putting my pieces near my king, so it's both kind of offering safety, but also so my king can have. I mean, so it's in the sphere of influence of my king, because the king is a potentially powerful piece, like against the queen. It's stopping the queen going to a lot of squares. So knight takes bishop is tempting, and then he takes my queen. And knight takes knight is a check, so that's not possible. And knight here, he takes my queen. Okay, so I'm going to just do an attack on his rook, and he's not threatening mate or anything, right? So I'm not attacking his rook. But anyway, okay. So he can take once, he can't take twice because it would be check. So that's implicitly an attack on the bishop. So how's everyone doing? Okay, so I want to... Huh. Okay, I'm going to take that bishop because I felt that bishop was a nasty piece of work as far as I was concerned. Now, what's he planning? I'm going to grab an open file, and this square is defended, so I'm going to go to this one. Hope I'm not missing something. I haven't got... Yeah, bishop takes h3 doesn't really do it for me. Bishop g5 is a bit better. I mean... So the point being, of course, he can't take with the knight. So the queen is sufficient to defend it. Okay, so what's happening now? We need... These knights are tricky. So how am I actually going to get in on this position? I could attack the rook, he could defend the rook. I'm really struggling to see how to get in. If I back off, then he can take that bishop. So, okay, I'm just going to back off that bishop. So that way my king is free to go other places. Okay, and I'm going to move my king here. So now I'm giving power to my rooks. Okay, and I'm going to go here. Okay, I can... So is a rook a better piece than a bishop? I'll take the rook. And I'll pick up a pawn. So it comes back to defend the pawn. So sorry for low on time. The bishop now I'm going to bring all the way back. And so he's threatening G7, F6, that's a problem. We'll go back with the king. Hi there, Racing King's King. Welcome to the Twitch chat. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some checkless chess. opperwezen did a beautiful 2-queen against 1-queen checkmate against me last game. I'm trying to win this one. So notice the queen is defended by 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 diagonals. I just didn't see that. It's like didn't focus a second and completely missed that. Which is a real shame because I don't know. I think the power of the knight is that it can check without being blocked. So a rook should be a much better piece than a knight, right? Or am I wrong? So I really regret that. I mean, knights are tricky though, but still. I tricked offer. So you can't take that. And yeah, Opper says bishops might be better than knights. Yeah, it was a slip. So I can't check. I can't check. I've got to remember this. That queen's defended. I can start pushing. The pawn. We push. We can push this as well. But taking with the queen isn't made. So I just need to think a second. So he wants to get his king here. Okay. And if I go queen here, king takes bishop, knight there is not checkmate. Okay. And if I go queen here, then you can take the bishop with the king and so on. Okay. But hang on a second. I don't have a mate. Yeah. Okay. I could get a rook. Oh, that's so close to mate. It's so close to mate, but it's not mate. So this is so stressful. It's like, it's so close. If I got a rook, no, if I got a, no, that doesn't work. I'm sorry about this. Why am I taking so long? Okay, I'm going to do this because at least that way I'm threatening your queen. Oh no, I'm not threatening your queen because it's check. Okay, but it still looks like a threatening move. It prevents your king from moving. Yeah, so it prevents your queen from moving. Oh, you can just take it. Yes. The struggle of this game. And I can't move my bishop now because it would be check. I could still do this, and if king takes bishop... Okay, I'll try this. So I'm stopping him from going in front of the pawn. So the question is, does he want to take the bishop or not? So I can't get. So I can get a knight, but then his queen comes back. I can get a bishop. Yeah, bishop's annoying as heck. No, because he can still comes back. His queen just still comes back. No, bishop is annoying. Whoa, bishop! Yay! I have to checkmate directly. Yes! Checkmate! Woohoo! And if you went queen here, it was queen takes checkmate. Yes! Good game. Well, I was close to winning the last one, so that was. I think that was. I'm not sure how to stop mate here actually, because if you go queen d2, I take it also with checkmate. So maybe this. No, that's check. So how to protect d2? The bishops are covering everything. So promote to bishop. Okay. Do you want to try doing a crazy house version of this? C1 bishop, most effective. I know. I have never promoted to bishop in my life because it's like as a general rule, you never. So the variant, because if I promote to queen, it would be checks. I'm not allowed. So the variant is you're not allowed to check. To mess the answer in the chat. That is literally the first time I've promoted to bishop in my life because I'm not the sort of person who tries to practice bishop and knight endgames and stuff. Couldn't have white have played queen d2? Yeah, so queen d2, queen takes, queen is mate. And what's actually amazing is in order to defend this mate with the queen, actually the bishops are covering all the squares. So I can't actually see a way of stopping mate. So Messy Answer says, I played a variation of this where checkmate was illegal as well. Well, I'm not quite... How do you win if checkmate is illegal? So thanks guys for the challenges, but we're either going to call it a day there or we're going to play some Crazy House. Yeah, we're going to play some Crazy House. Cool. So we're leaving here and we're going to start some Crazy House. And the same rule of checks are not allowed. It says this variant becomes really lame when both players just run their king to the center. So we saw that in game one. Let me just play through. Okay, so we're going to start, just because people are just joining us. Let's play through game one, and I'll show you how Opper beat me in game one. So I'll show it from Black's perspective. Now, of course, this was the first time we both played this game, so we made loads of blunders. So just for example here, so the nice thing that Opper pointed out was if he went here, in normal chess, you could do this thing. And if you lose your queen, doesn't matter, you can do this, and you get good compensation. So in normal chess, this would be just loading Stockfish a second. Stockfish is very confused. But anyway, it's not loading for me right now. But I'm just wondering what is this? Yeah, nothing's loading for me right now. But okay. But so just count piece count. King takes. King takes. Black is a piece up. Yeah, we don't need Stockfish for that. So that's something. So we learned something very quickly. So we can't just play automatic moves that you might play in normal chess. Everything's seized up for me right now. Okay, I'm feeling. Why is this not working? Okay. Okay, so I'll start. this, but everything's seized up for me, and I'm just like, okay. I'll try and load that up at some point when things are kind of working more smoothly. Okay, but actually you can see there the checkmate he gave. Okay, because that's really what I wanted to show you. So he had a 2 queens checkmate against my king, and he just brought his king in to attack my pawn, and I was busy defending my pawn, and he got me with a nice checkmate. Okay. Okay, so I think things are going smoothly again. Okay, I can't do this because bishop takes queen isn't check. I'll just do this. So yeah, running the king to the center. So it's fine, but the thing is, the king can defend diagonals against bishops, and it can defend knights away against knights. But the king is just one piece. It can't defend. It can defend a lot against a queen, but if I just ran my king into the center right now, I would just get mated very quickly. But definitely in the end game, and that's actually the reason I wanted to show you that first game, because I was doing well in that game by bringing my king in the end game. But everything's when things when the connection is working slightly better, I'll run it through. Okay, so takes. So he hasn't got this check that sometimes he might have. Okay, and this is Crazyhouse. So I'm going to go this with an attack on here. Okay, so I'm going to quickly run through this game again. Okay. So we're both developing. He's playing a very safe kingside, knight defending here, like you might do in normal chess even. So we're just trading off. And notice how we, in this position, I'm defending e3 with my king. So although I'm opening up the light squares a bit, I just thought it was okay. And notice I'm defending this pawn with my king. And he's defending that queen with his king. And I just bring my... Okay, I lose that pawn. I actually made a blunder, but let me take it back at this point. I'm defending the rook with my king. And at this point, I put my queen in the center and bring my king up. And this is a great combination because the knight can't come in here because of the king. The knight can't come in here because of the king. He couldn't take back that knight because of the king. And so at this point, I was doing really well. But he fought back with this. I blundered back the bishop. Notice this would be checked, and we got into an endgame where we were pushing pawns, and he managed to get 2 queens, but still he shouldn't. Very hard to mate me if you can't check. But I walked into a mating net, and he got me. So yeah, that was that one. So he's taken back. I'm sorry for keeping you up for a moment. I was just showing the stream what happened in the first game. We learned a lot from that first game. So this one. What to do? I'm going to take with the pawn. And the second game we just saw, with the interesting finish. And I think what I liked about that game is, I could go g takes f6 and the king was a good defender, but we saw the king was a slightly awkward defender. It could defend the pawn against bishops, but it can't defend against knight. Okay, it can defend against knights. But it can't defend against a knight from here, for example. So it's a slightly awkward defender. I mean, here, and also I think I realised, and I learned from these games, is you can defend something with the king, but then the king is kind of tied to the defence. Like if I played now king e2, I would defend the bishop with my king, but then my king would be tied to that defence, which wouldn't be such a good thing. Now I have to try and assess, is a bishop or a knight a better piece? Now the power of the knight is the power of giving checks. And since checks aren't allowed, I think the bishop's going to be a better piece than the knight. That's just my feeling. Having said that, he's going for this pawn. So I have to just... What do I have to do? I have to defend the bishop, but No, I have to defend the pawn, but what am I doing? Yeah, I'm defending the pawn like this. Oh, really? Oh, he's going to defend like this, cheeky guy. Oh, he's not. I thought he was going to defend by going knight e7, so I couldn't take the rook, because it would be check. But he doesn't do that. Instead, he goes for this. Now, it's true, I can't go queen takes knight, but still, having a queen on, h7 or something is not that pretty. Now this is very different from standard chess, because obviously Crazyhouse is all about checks. Like, I want to give check, I want to put a rook here, and give rook takes knight check. So not being able to give checks in Crazyhouse is really tying one's hands behind one's back. Really being forced to play the game in a very strategic way, which we're not used to. Okay, I'm going to do something crazy, just for fun. It doesn't work. Yeah, so my crazy idea was I was going to take this, and if he takes my queen, take his queen. And it was a fun idea, and I was thinking queen e7 mate at the end of it, but his knight is covering, so it's not quite as exciting as I thought. But it's interesting. I think it might have won a pawn, maybe. Okay, it didn't win a pawn. It didn't win a pawn, and now I've got to remember how to do this. Meaning, how do I deliver mate without checking? Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe like this. No, still the knight is covering. This is really bad. This is really hard. So messy answer says queen at c3 maybe. That's true. Queen at c3 was quite a good defensive move. See, he's got no mates in one against him. That's the real problem. I was playing too hard. So queen at c3 probably just doubles up another bishop. That's a problem. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Hi there, Jispol. Checkless Crazyhouse. Yay! Indeed. We just played a couple of games of Checkless Standard Chess, and I actually won the second one. And we're now playing a game of Checkless Crazyhouse. Oh, it's so annoying. Because I wanted, obviously, I had the not very subtle threat of rook at f8, checkmate, and the thing is he stopped that, and I can't take back the queen because he runs, it's not mate, and I can't take back with, and I can't go check here with the rook because he runs, king takes pawn. So this is very unfortunate. It may be I have to promote to a bishop again or something like this. And Jispel says, I wonder what happens if you play e4, king e2, king e3, king d4 in checklist. Yeah, so your opponent, it makes it harder for the opponent to create a mating there, and the king definitely is powerful. But okay, so what to do with this pawn? My time is running. If I get some more time, sorry, Opper, I was talking too much. Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks. So do I want a knight or a bishop or something else? I'll go with the bishop. This is literally the second time I've promoted to bishop, almost ever. Go king out to block his pieces from developing. I don't think black can allow this. Okay, this is resignable. And Messiaen says, yes, I am. So saying it's resignable is a bit strong. I'm a lot of pieces down, it's true. I've only got 2 rooks. But so it's all about creating a mating net. So I can definitely move the king in to defend the queen. So the problem with that is it will put the queen into a pin. That's the only problem with that. But yeah, but strategically, I'll be losing too much material if I don't do that. So I think the slight worry here is he's just going to take all my material. I think that's what I'm slightly concerned about. So I guess that's why you were thinking it's resignable. And at c6, yeah, queen e2. I mean, I can just back off, but it's just I've lost my attack. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do that, but just takes the material. Fair enough. Okay, I'm going to go for not subtle threats. They don't even exist. But oh god. Yeah, okay, I'm going to resign this one. I don't know. I thought I was like quite close to a mating net, and then I lost too much material. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to accept other challenges, and definitely not bullet. Okay, so let's see here. So there's no point sacking and going for, because you can't check. So I have to think strategically how to win material. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Now I'm going to defend. And I need to use my king as a weapon if necessary. So how to do that? Yeah, you don't have the tricks of like takes, and at the end of some line you have a fork, all those sorts of things. Do not exist. Takes. Okay, I'm going to do this. So interestingly, he didn't trade his bishop for the knight. So maybe he agrees with me that the bishop is a superior piece. Okay, so he's castled his king. Which is interesting. So why do I want the trade? Because so the philosophy was that knights, the great power of the knight is it can check without being blocked. So given that, no, it's okay, no. So given that it can check without being blocked, Yeah, king d8 was intentional because I'm trying to put the king on the diagonal of the queen. Yeah. Um, so he can't take with either the bishop or the queen because the king is guarding. That was the idea, anyway. So, do I want the queen in hand? Let's have a think. Am I just down a piece? So the threat, I thought I was just sort of activating my pieces in a way. That was the idea. Maybe I'm wrong. It's true, I don't have the usual ideas on the opponent king, like knight at f3. And so, okay, yeah, when I was thinking of bringing my queen out here, I was obviously... But, no, I feel there's some compensation. It's just... The question is, do I want a trade of queens, or do I want to go bishop here? I'm going to go for bishop here. So, and Juspor says, just go for material in this game. Yeah, I understand that kind of... Yeah, now he's attacking the queen with the knight, which is annoying, I have to say. And that forces me to take this one. And notice he does not have this, which he would normally have. So... Yeah, so now how to attack? So because he doesn't have that, he has no need to take... The knight's not really threatening anything. Okay, so it is threatening knight takes bishop. I hadn't thought of that. Okay. I don't quite have enough ammo to do things. And these knights, why have I got knights? I don't want knights. Yeah, somehow I need more ammo. Okay. I'm gonna take the... Oh no, I can't. Yeah. I don't know what to do. So I was thinking at f3 and open up his king, but opening up the king is not such a bad thing in this game. Like, so what? So I'm trying to find a plan here. And opposite, I think this is quite close to chess. Well, I'm not sure about it being close to chess, but with the drops. Chess with drops. I don't know. Okay. I guess I need to be more chessy then. Whereas my hunch usually in Crazyhouse, go for checks. And just says, yeah, go for... It is close to chess. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now how are we going to get a mate on this king? So let's have a little think. It's not so easy. It's interesting is that yeah, you can't sack your way to victory. Yeah, that's true. That's what I really want to do. Is I want to sack. You can't do stuff like pawn at g3 or whatever. Okay. No, that's bad, because he has this coming in here. Maybe it's okay. Do this. He takes the knight. Okay. Do this. He's insisting on he wants this knight. He's probably right. He's going to get it. Is there anything I can do? Because queen takes knight. Is the basic issue. Okay, I'll go with rook takes knight. Goes with queen takes. Okay. And I could now fork the bishops, maybe. Yeah, unfortunately the rook was just hanging. That was not good. But he can't. He's got no checks on the back rank, so that's the consolation prize. Oh my goodness. That doesn't do anything. How annoying. Because knight takes queen is chess. Sorry, it's check. Wow. Okay. Now, if this were Crazyhouse, I'm just going knight takes g2 without thinking. But here I'm having second thoughts. What to do here? Knight g2 is not terrible. Knight g2 is not terrible. It's just no, it is terrible. It's just activating his king. So back off. And he's now going to lay his knights, I imagine, to harass me. Okay, so do I want to open up the rook file? If I open up the rook file, his rook is activated, but he doesn't have any checks. So do that. Okay. So he's going for lots of material. He's winning this pawn, this one. That's the only problem. Is I'm letting him win too much material. So if I go bishop here, queen takes pawn. Yeah, that. I can't let him win so much material. Oh, but he's winning this pawn otherwise. Oh gosh. Okay, this is actually a fork. Okay, so maybe if this is real chess, I have to defend the fork. That doesn't feel right, but okay, I'll defend the fork. Instant move. What's he going for? I don't. Oh, he's going for the queen. Okay. So if pawn takes, it's no longer check. So I have to go queen takes. Okay, defend everything with the king. Mwahaha. Okay. Takes. So you see my active king is beneficial. His bishop takes g5 check. Disallowed. Yeah, checks are not allowed. Crazy Home. Yeah, welcome Crazy Home. Great to see you. Normally I'm doing Crazy House on this stream, but oh, it's my move. Oh, I'm pinned. I'm so confused. What's going on here? I can't move my queen, but I can't take... Hang on. Taking the rook is mate. No, it's not mate. Because he can block. That's really confusing. I'm going to need more time, Opera. Sorry. This is a baffling position. So I can't take your queen because I'll be in check. So... So I think I'm just going to put a pawn blocking the pin. But... And you still can't take the queen because it's check. But you could go knight takes pawn, no, rook takes pawn, and queen takes rook is not check. Yeah, okay, that's the problem. Yeah, so the problem with at e2 doesn't work, so you can just take it with the rook. And I can't take back, so that's the idea. So instead I'm going to go this. And okay, so what's the attack? I want to... the problem with this is he just has f3. If I just attack the queen, it doesn't feel right. So in fact, the way to really make progress here is what? Is to lay the pieces... Lay down the pieces with tempo. Bishop takes pawn is interesting. But it doesn't work. Okay, so I need to respect material as well. So sorry I'm taking ages here. Just trying to work out this position. Okay, I'm just going to do this. Yeah, e2 he could just take. And he does do f3. That's a very wise move because it's activating his king in a way. Takes. Pawn takes. Interesting. So I think he's recognised he did need to activate his king a little bit, and that's what he's done there. Messiaen says just queen takes. So bishop takes f3 now, just queen takes. Yeah, bishop takes f3, queen takes. So I'm losing a piece for a pawn. So that's good if... Yeah, it's good if I don't know. A bishop's quite a powerful piece, so I'm a sort of... But then if I don't, then he might have tempos on me, so... Okay, I'm going to do it. So it's all about creating a mating net, this kind of position. Yes! Woohoo! Oppa said, oh my gosh, again, such a blunder. Didn't see it was mate. Yeah, these bishops penetrating. Boom. Picked up the knight, got the mate. Oh my gosh, in the Twitch chat as well. Oppa says, these variants confuse me. I'll do the hyper. Okay, well, good games. Hope you guys have enjoyed in the stream. We played 2 games of Standard and 1 game of... no, 2 games of Standard, 2 games of Crazyhouse, and we were 1-1 in both. So, yeah, good games. And thanks Oppa, for joining. Okay, bye everyone. And I should, so if you're interested in my other variant videos or in my standard chess videos, check out my YouTube. Yeah, do subscribe to my YouTube. It's mainly Crazyhouse stuff there, but I also do lots of standard stuff there and also other variant stuff. So thanks everyone for joining.